Hi, I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies, and today we're going to look at a new release aid from Topoint Archery. It's a thumb release aid, and here it is. It's just arrived in my store today. So it comes in a little package. Let's just open that up. So it comes in a little package like so. Now we're going to take it out and look at it. Now, I don't know if I'm getting in trouble from this release aid or not. Oh, man, I don't know. Like, as a shop retailer, I just see stuff for sale. I'm like, yeah, fine, send me over stuff and see what it looks like. Right, so the Topoint release aid here. One colour on the black, one colour on the front. The thumb mechanism is there, caliper's there. There, to load it, you press it in, it cocks. To press it, there. Now, we're going to talk about adjusting this and what the kit comes with. So, it comes in this little case like so. Now you pull out the little first bit of foam. You get another piece of foam. Under the bit of foam, there's a set of instructions. Once again, I'm a boy, so we never read instructions, but here it is. So you can make this from a 3-finger to a 4-finger release aid. Now I'm going to show you how to do that. You can adjust the tension on the spring, so I'm going to show you how to do that. And we're going to show you what it comes with. Okay, so this is the little package it comes with. Now you're going to ask how much this release aid is. I don't know because I haven't priced it yet because it just turned up. I'm going to guess $100. So it comes with some D-loop, which is good. It comes with a spare finger. Now the finger, let's just zoom in. See a little thing on the side? It bolts in there. Now there's some little screw holes. There's 2 little screw holes there. You screw the screw in and you get the 4th finger. Okay, so it comes with 2 Allen keys. 2 Allen keys. And it comes with a spring. That spring's interesting for me. So there's a little spring there. Right. Now let's look at this as far as overall quality. The machining is very good. I'm not going to say it reminds me of another release aid because I might get in trouble. But it clearly reminds me of other release aids. And I don't know if this is different enough. I don't know if it's going to upset the other person who got upset with me. Because I don't know if I'm that stupid or not. I don't know. If he wants me to take it down, I'll take it down. There's a little Allen key on the side here to adjust. So that's how it sits in your hand, and it'll lock back in. Now to release this trigger, I tell you there's a fair bit of tension on this release aid. It's better than the other cheap ones, but there's a fair bit of tension. So let's just try adjusting this. Now I'm going to guess there's a lock-in screw on the side here, so I'm going to try loosening that with a little Allen key. I'm just finding so many release aids now made in China, and I'm not sure how copyright works as far as, because to me there's so many release aids which look the same. And I always remember my conversation with Stanislavski. I assume he's dead now, he may not be, so, but I know he was very upset with people using his sort of design. Now you'll see the release aid doesn't cock. That's because I've adjusted it too much, so let's just wind it in until it cocks. You can see now it cocks. Now let's just to me that's still pretty hard. Now see there's a little screw there, and I think there's a fair bit of travel with this still, so I'm going to try adjusting the travel to make it more sensitive. Oh, look, there's another locking screw there on the side. I can't feel this adjusting at all. I can't feel an Allen key in there. There will maybe an Allen key in that little hole, but I can't feel one. And I've given it, oh yeah, there is. I think, maybe not. Now I really can't get that tension any lighter. And we're going to have a shot with this to see what it's like. So if I'm back here, I probably want it a little bit lighter than that. I always remember we had met D. Wild, the father of Rio Wild, back in the day when he shot Carter release aids, and his release aid was so light you could almost blow on the trigger and set the thing off. He shot a Carter same old thing, which is, now you can see this release aid, if I take the screw off here, all the tension goes off. So see there, I cock it, and now I'll be cock it. It still feels to me to be tight as far as the spring tension, even though all the tension's off. So you can take the little spring out, it comes out of the end there. You can see this is now just soft. So if you cock it, you can manually cock it, and you can, should be able to. Well, it's not, I can't trigger it, that's weird. Right, so now we're going to put this other spring in and we'll see what that feels like. So I've screwed it in up to that point. I obviously broke it. How funny is that? I'm obviously a twit because I obviously broke the thing. Now what you'll find, this is pretty common, so I'm so glad I'm doing this video, that when people play around with these screws, they break them, and you can see this thing will not trigger for any love of money. And then they go, oh, the thing's broken. Yeah, you broke it. I know I broke it. So I'm going to take this out, I'm going to put the other spring back in. It's one thing, owning an archery shop, people come in with release aids and they go, oh, this doesn't work anymore. And they have always stuck oil inside the release aid so it doesn't activate anymore. So you take the thing apart, taking all the screws off, and hopefully the thing doesn't fly apart on you. See, I can't get this thing to fire anymore. Oh, there you go. There you go, it was just jammed. Right, so we're going to replace this spring again. It's the noise of it. Right, so let's try that again. When you watch other people's videos, they don't do this because they'll take those bits out. I don't, because for me, this is the way life is. Everyone stuffs around with release aids and they don't work. Right, so I've screwed the new spring in. Let's see if this one works. Interesting. Look, it's not loading anymore. Yeah, interesting. There. I think I prefer the second spring, but it's hard to tell the difference. I mean, I could put a scale on it and see how much. Let's put a scale on and see how much tension is required to set this trigger off. Okay, release aid, thing, scale, pulling down. Says hello, let's try again. Unit, we're going to go pounds. It's 0.5 of a pound, half a pound trigger tension. So that's how you can check the tension. Now I'm going to screw these lock screws back on the side, and we're going to have a couple of shots with this and see if I punch myself in the mouth. Which I set a trigger the other day too light in the shop, and the customer hit himself in the mouth, which was very unfortunate. Okay, so we're here. I'm shooting the Super Focus, which is new for PSE, because I wanted to shoot it again because 2 people shot it today and they were like, oh wow, this is amazing. Which makes me feel better, because when I did my review I was like, oh wow, this is an amazing little bow. They went, yeah, this is an amazing little bow, so we'll shoot that again for this video. When you set up a new release aid, you're always worried about punching yourself in the mouth, so fingers crossed I don't. Do you know, that is better. Just doing this and shooting it like this, it doesn't feel smooth. When I say it doesn't feel smooth, like there's no noise as far as grindiness. But that felt pretty good. Like, that was pretty good. Now, for me, so I'm going to say I did have an issue with a release aid company. As far as copyright and all that stuff, I don't know if this is copyright stuff. I don't know. Look, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know about copyrights. I don't know how it works. I don't know if it applies. I don't know the deal. There's just stuff for sale. I'm like, yeah, send me over stuff. I'll sell it. But for me, why am I interested in this release aid? Because for beginners, if you don't have money, and most of my archers are not top of line target archers. They are beginner recreational archers. They are on a tight budget. So my average archer, as far as bows and stuff is concerned, will want to fully set up their kit for $600. And if I've got a PSE Sting, which is my biggest selling bow, at $450, I've got like $150 left over for arrows, release aid, sights and stuff. And basically, that's where this sort of thing comes in. It makes it affordable for people to get started. So that's why I'm interested in affordable release aids and checking them out. So, and I think what's also good about affordable release aids is you can give stuff a try. You can go, oh, I want to try a thumb release aid. Let's try it out. Let's try out this one. People love trying out different release aids. And you don't generally want to spend a fortune if you're just trying something to see what you think of it. Look, before the Nationals, the day before the Nationals, I was shooting a thumb release aid, a true ball blade, and I was shooting extremely well with it. I got trigger happy with it. I started punching the trigger and I had to shoot back tension for the Nationals. But the day before the Nationals, I was shooting extremely well with thumb release aid. I was just hitting the dead center every time. But then I started punching and I was like, oh, damn it. So, but at the moment I'm not punching this. It's feeling pretty good. Now with this bow, the Super, I had 2 people shoot it today in my shop. Now they both said, whether it's true or not, and they both said they don't know if it's true or not, they feel like their pin was steadier with this bow versus a normal bow because of the deflex riser. But they don't know if it's the case, and I don't know if it's the case. It just feels like it. Look, that release aid, when I was 14, I won the Australian Championship and shot Australian records. I was shooting a hotshot release aid which was worth $40. It is nothing like this as far as quality. This is far superior. And I'm going to say the kids today shoot far better than I did, but the equipment was not as good as back then. Sorry, the equipment back then was nowhere near as good as today, given my age. But this is fine for kids to shoot, adults to shoot. Yeah, like it's fine. It's nice. The colors are pretty. They stand out for a target setup. It's pretty good. So now, is it as good as the expensive American release aids? I'm going to say straight up no. Could it be as good as the American release aids? I'm going to say it could be, as far as if they fixed up the difference, in my opinion, between this and the expensive American release aids may just be the spring tension. It's pretty good. And when I say spring tension, just the smoothness of it, it's the American ones are slightly better, but let's talk percentages. How much better is the American release aids? I'm talking expensive American release aids, not the cheaper American release aids, than this. Like, they are better, but not a lot. And for a recreational shooter, this is pretty good to get yourself started. So check it out. Topoint now make thumb release aids. They also make wrist release aids. I'm going to say their wrist release aids are not as good as the American wrist release aids, and the prices are very similar. But this is really a really nice product. Very, very good, high quality little thing. Anyway, let's see if I get in trouble. I'm very sorry if I offended anyone by doing this video. Now the hook overall, do I like the hook? Yeah, I actually didn't mind the hook overall. In fact, I probably found the hook on the edge probably a little bit more comfortable than the hook when it used to go around the thumb here, although I used to spin it when I used to shoot a back spin. Oh, now there is a release aid who does have a hook on it. Okay, the release aid who has a hook like this is the Trueball HBC. I've never shot one, and I'll tell you why I've never shot one, because it's a back tension release aid. When I shoot back tension, I take these fingers off the release, and having a hook on a back tension to me was just stupidity. And I'm not knocking Trueball, but I was like, well, I actually take these fingers away so I don't hit my face. But when I'm shooting a thumb, having a hook there is perfectly fine. Now, as far as the size of the release aid, I've got basically a pretty normal hand, and it fits pretty comfortably for a normal hand. If you're a large hand person, so I'm going to say a tradie, who've got bigger fingers, the release aid may be too small for you. You'll need to go for a release aid which is built for bigger hands. But for an average sized person, a kid, a lady, this is not too bad. Now, as far as how long it's going to last for, I don't know. I don't imagine there being any problems, but time will tell. This is just new out, literally arrived in my shop today. I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies. Enjoy your shooting, and the more you shoot, the better you'll shoot. Thanks for watching. Bye.